Hey there guys, how's it going? It's Afraid Not, and welcome to Friday Commentary. We're playing some Black Ops 2 and we're on Plaza. Plaza for me doesn't really work for me. It's not my favourite map. I just don't think the map has really any flow to it. I know there's only 3 channels that you can go down. I know you can go through the corridor here where I am, or the bar area, and then you've got the like the condos, I think, the other side, and then you've got the bit down the middle, which is a bit of chaos. Stay away from that middle. If you don't want to get sniped, just completely stay away from it. And why am I telling you about Black Ops 2? You guys have all played it probably now for like 18 months it's been out. Let's get on to the topic of the video. Now, I come up with an idea. I know that it's getting to that time of year, and I've said it before that nothing really happens in the summer, does it? I mean, June, July and August are just really poor months, and even I think May to a certain degree. We've been lucky in May to get Wolfenstein and Watch Dogs, but generally as a rule the summertime isn't a very good month for video games. So what I've come up with the idea of doing every month, at the end of the month, I'm going to go through some of the things that I've looked up and what are coming out in the next month, and maybe bring up something that you might have missed or not know that's coming out. And I'm just going to go through a few things in video games, and hopefully you guys will learn something and maybe look forward to something next month. So as it's May, let's talk about June. Now in June, the first thing that really pops out to me, if you're a Call of Duty Ghost fan, the new Ghost DLC is coming out, Invasion. That's on the 3rd of June. I've looked up a couple of trailers on it and it really doesn't excite me, except for obviously Favela. Favela for me was probably my second favourite map, which is a very, very close second, just after Scrapyard from Modern Warfare 2. So it's just a shame that they brought out, you know, the best maps I think ever in Call of Duty, and they put them on such a poor game. And I wish they'd, you know, done it for Sledgehammer, or maybe even Infinite Ward's next attempt. Hopefully that's not going to be as bad. I can't see them going down the route that they have in this game, but that's another subject. But yeah, Invasion is coming out 3rd of June on Xbox and Xbox One and 360, I believe, and then obviously it's a month later for PS4 and PS3. The next thing that strikes out to me is E3, June 10th. That's a date that I haven't forgot about at all. I've made plenty of videos about it, and I know a few more people have actually asked. I've gained a few subscribers over the last week, as you might have noticed. I only done a I think 3,000 subscriber special, I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and I've already gained 871 subs since then, so it's been an unbelievable growth spurt for me, and no, I can only thank you guys. But yeah, now I've made a few videos about E3, and I've had a few people ask me to do like my top 5 most anticipated, and you know what, it's a really good idea, and I might do that next week. I think obviously next week's a little bit closer to E3, so it might be a little bit more relevant. So but yeah, I'm really looking forward to E3. You guys know that I've made videos about it and I'm just repeating myself, so let's move on to the next thing. Now let's talk about games. Games are really poor in my opinion. They're not the type of games that I'd really play, although I will talk about 4 games that have sort of struck out to me. I wouldn't have played Wolfenstein at all if it weren't for watching a little bit of gameplay. So these games that I'm going to be mentioning, I will be looking out for gameplay. If they do look good, I may get them, but then it's not something that I'm really looking forward to, but it's coming out in June. So the first one is EA Sports UFC. Now I remember on the Xbox One reveal, I believe they done a whole promo on the UFC game, and I know that the boxing game's been taken away from EA. I believe, sorry, EA have taken the boxing away and they've replaced it really with the UFC game. Now UFC doesn't really interest me, but I do like fighting games, so, and the graphics do look unbelievable. But that was that Xbox One footage, and you know what Xbox One's been like, you know, over the last, you know, couple of months. I'm not overly looking forward to it, as I say, but you know, maybe something that you guys will be interested in. I know UFC is quite popular, especially over in the States, over in the US for you guys. I really like boxing games. I wish that they'd bring out another boxing game, but I don't think that's going to happen unless, you know, someone else does it, like an Activision or a Ubisoft, but I can't see, and they don't really do sort of sports games anymore, Activision especially. But yeah, so that's a game that I'm just going to highlight that's coming out, and that's actually coming out on the PS4 and the Xbox One on the 17th of June. And the next one is Plants vs Zombies, and it's going to be released on the PC. So Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare, we all know it's out on the current gen consoles, if we can call them that, current gen, next gen, you know, they're all out on the consoles. And I've watched a little bit of gameplay on it, and I'm a little bit interested in it, although not enough to really go out and buy it. Now I know on the 360 I think it was cheap, it was only like 30 quid or something, and I could have picked it up, but I just thought, you know what, it's not really something that I really plan on posting to YouTube or anything, and I think I'll just, you know, pick it up and play it for a little while. But it is coming out now for the PC, which is a bit strange. I don't really like it when games do that. They tend to, you know, bring it out for the consoles at first and then come out for PC later, which to me doesn't make any sense. I thought that all games were made on the PC first and then they're ported out to consoles, because, you know, that's the way I thought things were, but obviously I'm wrong. But it's coming out on the PC on the 24th of June, so for you PC fans, if you're interested in that, then that's coming out then. The 27th of June seems to be be quite an interesting day. We've got 2 games coming out. Now the first one I'm going to talk about is Grid Autosport. Now I absolutely loved Grid 1. I played that quite a lot. I did also buy a Grid 2, but it's not that it's a bad game. I think something else came out at the same time and I just put it aside and just didn't pick it up again. So it was one of those games. But yeah, Grid Autosport is the first time I've actually heard about it, is today. Am I excited about it? No, purely on one reason. I think it's because it's out on 360 and PS3 and PC, but I just don't understand why is it not on next gen consoles. It's really starting to annoy me now. That's not the first time that's happened. I think Gran Turismo, that really annoyed me. Is it Gran Turismo 6 that come out on the PS3 but didn't come out on the PS4? And it's just like, why? Like, it was like a week after the PS4 had been released. You'd think that this company would have designed a game for the PS4, but you know, that's is my own little problem. But yeah, I won't be buying Grid Autosport purely because it's not on current well, I would say current gen now. I mean, 360 and PS3 is last gen really now, isn't it? So yeah, it's not on the consoles that I really want to play it on. So I won't be buying it, although it is a game that I really enjoyed, like the first 2. So maybe you guys will be interested in it if you like racing games. I don't really know. Are you guys racing games? Leave it in the comments. I'm not really too sure what other type of games you like. I know obviously you like FPS games, but I don't know what other games you like. I know a lot of you like RPG games, but yeah, it'd be interesting to know. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you like playing. And the other game that's actually being released on the 27th is Sniper Elite 3. Now, it's a game that I've never played, ever. Now, I watched a little bit of Sniper Elite 2, I believe, and I'll be honest with you, just a headshot, when you get a headshot on that game, it's a weird, if you've never seen it, it's quite weird, because whenever you get a headshot, it's all against AI, etc. But when you get a headshot, you get this weird camera angle, and it follows the bullet, and yeah, it looks pretty cool at first, but after watching it, you know, about 5 or 6 times in a row, you're getting 5 or 6 headshots in a row, it just gets to a point where it's just like, no, not again, not the same animation, like... Yeah, no, but I know it seems ridiculous, but purely on that basis, I won't be getting it. So hopefully they don't put that in Sniper Elite 3. I'll check out the gameplay. If it looks good, I might get it, but we'll see, you know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you like the concept of this monthly little series, mini-series thing, then leave a like, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good weekend.